And a fine good evening to you and yours. We are live on the campus of the Weslaco High School, broadcasting live on KWES. Yes, it's another season. We're happy to bring it to you. Well, you think about basketball and some of the best teams around in the valley. Well, your Weslaco Lady Panthers happen to be one, if not the top team in the valley. We'll talk about it a little bit more. Welcome to district matchup between your Weslaco Lady Panthers and the Edinburg North Lady Cougars. Thank you very much for joining us. I am Fred Alfaro. He is Adrian, he is Vinny, and you know who you are. After all, it's a Tuesday night, and we're happy to bring you live broadcast once again. This is district action, folks. These games count, and they've counted since last week. As a matter of fact, both of these teams already have one game under their belt. We can tell you that Coach Mara Guzman, who's in her 5th year from Edinburg North, has her Lady Cougars at 0-1 on a close loss to their rival from Edinburg, the Edinburg Economy, the Lady Jaguars. They went down. They're trying to get on the winning track tonight against your Lady Weslaco Panthers. They are 1-0 in district, and more impressively, 24-3. That's right, 24-3 overall. The tip-off, here we go. Weslaco controls the ball, expect a lot of action. Both teams like to move the ball around and do just that, take shots. And they like to run. Both teams, in talking to coaches, says that they wanted to do this, is run. And then after they run some more. So we'll go down the lineups here in a minute and who's where and what. Again, a district matchup between these two teams. We started talking about Coach Mara Guzman on her 5th year here with the Lady Cougars, and quickly there's a steal by the Weslaco Lady Panthers. Leila Gonzalez, quickly the young junior guard coming up. A lot of this from Weslaco. Very quick, very fast. Their defense leads to offensive points, and boy, do they put up points. We'll talk about them in just a minute, your home team. They're going to pressure. This kind of type of thing is going to be happening all night. That's what you're going to expect. Turnovers and then running, and here comes the Lady Cougars trying to put it up here. Fouling quickly, coming with a substitution. In there was the young freshman Emily Davila. Coming to take a seat is Arantanza Sanchez. Sanchez at the line, or I should say taking a breather with coach. Rebound, Lady Panthers. They're going to push, and that's the young athlete that they're going to push with. She is going to get things started quite quickly and fast for this Lady Panther team. Get ready for Andrea Arredondo, the senior point guard. Leader in many categories, even though she does have averages 10 points or greater as an average right now. The interesting portion of this is for the Lady Panthers, there's 5 players that do the same. So think about that. 10 players already averaging over 10 points. So that's where the offense comes. So we're talking about Mara Guzman, 5-year coach for the Edinburg North Lady Cougars. Come in, and what they want to do here is a different set of goals here for them, especially when they just finished up the pre-season part, the first part, if you would. Bringing it up here is Arredondo. Passes it back inside, in the middle. That's where they like to go. They will try to set it up this way. If not, they'll take a shot from the outside. In the middle, great passing here early for your Lady Panthers. Off, takes a shot, nothing there. Leila Lopez takes a shot quickly. Come Kelly Molina, one of the senior captains, 3 of them for the Lady Cougars. But yeah, they mentioned they had a non-district portion of their schedule, the Lady Cougars, where they would try to just find a team and put it together. Coach Guzman for the Lady Cougars mentioned that the communication is what they've been working on, especially early on. Still early in the district campaign, so they've got to take an opportunity. Shot put up there by Reilani Garcia, young sophomore. Back to Arredondo in the middle. Turns around, takes a shot, nothing there. Hard rebound, nicely done there by Leila Lopez. Gets it across, wants to take a shot, steps over and does. And boy, pretty rainbow shot by Reilani Garcia. Reilani taking that step, a deadly step, mind you. That 3-pointer falls. 5-0 here early for your Lady Panthers. Can't give up the ball against this Lady Panther team. That's the reason why they're so quick. And look at how fast they could just get down here. And they get a quick bucket here. As soon as you turn around, it's there. That's a nice Pick up by Leila Gonzalez, 7-0 here early. So yeah, the Lady Cougars are trying to put this together. Communication is going to be the key. A lot of new faces on varsity for this Cougar team. Coach went on to say this is a very, very different team. Not a lot of experience, and it's going to be a foul. Going to be called on Reilani Garcia reaching in. 3 senior athletes are the key, the component, the nucleus, if you would, of the Lady Cougars. That's one of them. That's Kelly Molina with the ball. She will handle the majority of the time, and she will take those type of shots right there. You see her. That's number 10, Kelly Molina, one of the senior captains on this team. Quickly a 3-pointer by Molina. 7-3. Andrea, that's it out. Gonna take a shot, does. Again, Weslaco taking shots is gonna be the key here. That is Leila Lopez continuing her good play here early on. Here comes a steal, watch out. Nice passing lane, puts it up, down it'll go. AP Garza, Ana Paola, we'll call her AP. Gets her first bucket of the night. 11-3 here early. So we talked about the Cougars and what they want to accomplish here. Blocked there by AP. Off the edge. Nothing there. AP will rebound. Clear. They will push. Arredondo. Quickly up court. Layup. Good. Reilani Garcia quickly down the court. 13-3 now. Quick points here. Off turnovers for, there's another one right there. AP right in the middle there. That's going to be a foul. Had to do it because if not, that was going to be another quick opportunity at points. And nothing there as a foul now as AP will take a seat. And Camille Perez, the freshman guard, defensive specialist, will come in as well. She's been playing very well here as of late. There she is. It's Camille Perez, turns it around. Shot is going to be taken. 3. Rebound. Boy, the rebound has been really favored Weslaco, and the ball possession will stay with them. Reilani Garcia really showing some muscle down underneath the basket here for the Lady Panthers. It's it back in. Gonzalez wants to take a shot in the middle. Why not? Garcia, nothing there, but you can see the hustle by this Lady Panther team. Arredondo hasn't taken a shot yet, but it's going to go to the line there. His first attempt at a bucket there, or trying to get some points. She's going to get fouled, and she's going to go to the line. Let's talk a little bit about your Lady Panthers here. We talked about the Lady Cougars and what they wanted to achieve here. Many consider this Weslaco High Lady Panther team, we mentioned earlier, to be one of the top teams, if not the top team in the Valley. Now, that's a big thing to say here early. Just early in just second game of, as Drea gets the first one. But their play has been, as a matter of fact, their record shows it. Only 3 losses. 2 of them came to 2 teams out of the San Antonio area. And the other one, for a few points, just look at quickly here they get the Panthers. And they score. Quick point there by Gonzalez. 16-3 here. Trying to get her bringing up the ball here is one of your senior captains as well, Isabella Morin. There's going to be a foul there. But yeah, those are the game came to Harlingen. That was the last one, and there was a non-district game, one of the last ones they had, and it was a close one to the Lady Cardinals. So those are only 3 losses they had. 24-3, and so they played some pretty good competition here, the non-district. Out of bounds by Perez. So we talked to head coach Griselda Fino. Been here in this program for some time now, and she was really pleased during the non-district portion of the game here. As you see them here pressing it on again. Perez will put it up, and Perez will score. Perez coming off the bench here, and boy, she has been active. Really pleased with the fact that during the non-district preseason portion of their schedule, season part 1, and missed shot there by Molina. quickly pushing. Arredondo puts it up, and that's going to fall. One of the things that Coach mentioned about the fact that they were happy with the non-district campaign, where they were just not because they won, but they were able to put things together. As she mentioned, look, we wanted to be balanced. We know we could score. We just wanted to balance out. If one of our athletes is not having a good night, who do you go to? So that's what we wanted to figure out, and they felt that they do better. Takes a shot, misses it, rebound, right in the middle there. Rebounded by Emily Davila, young freshman for the Lady Cougs. Try to push it in. Oh, she dragged a foot there. It wasn't called. Doesn't matter. Here comes the a lot of hands and a lot of action there. It looked like a tackle there. That's going to belong to the Lady Panthers. Substitutions coming in. Boy, a lot of action. Fast. Moving back and forth between both teams. Unfortunately for the Lady Cougars, a lot of turnovers here early on has led to this early big lead. 20-3 now in favor. Lady Panthers with about a minute to go here in the first period. Lady Panthers move the ball around. Takes it. Takes a shot. It's going to be fouled. Good penetration there by Gonzalez, trying to get inside and did and got fouled. So Coach Fino mentioned we want to be balanced. We worked on it. We have other athletes that can step up now. Our depth. That has been the key. The depth that they have built here with this Lady Panther team has been the key for their success here early on. She says we go 7 deep. I mean, that's how much they rotate and go. So they have the players for it. So that's something that Coach says we were able to rotate players and bring in people, and everybody's playing early on here pretty solidly, and they're very happy with it. Keep in mind, they start a freshman, 2 sophomores, and a senior. So it's a balanced lineup, young lineup as well. And they'll see that's the interception. Perez will push. Perez will take it and score. 23-3 here. And finally, we'll mention some of the things that Coach mentioned right before we started the game. She mentioned at this point, at the beginning of the season, they want to dominate. Says this is total domination is what we're looking for every single game here in the district portion. Here they come, pushing it up. Oh, misses the shot out there, but boy, good effort. Rebound. Somebody's going to take a shot. We're running out of time here. 20 seconds. Dry it back to the edge. Off the 3. Gonzalez takes it and makes it. So, yeah, they know and they want to dominate every single game. That is the goal. Since we've accomplished all of our goals, she said early, now we need to dominate. And so far here, they've shown it. As we come to the end of the first period, it is all Lady Panthers, 26-3. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with the second period. You're watching a KWES production. All right, welcome back. It is the second game of the district campaign for your Lady Panthers, taking on the Edinburg North Lady Cougars. And boy, Coach Fino, when she said she wanted to dominate and as much as possible in these district games, that's what they've set out to do. And the Lady Panthers have done just that. 26-3 to end the first. About to get started with the second. The key was turnovers there. Boy, lots of them on the side for the Cougars. I'm sure Coach Guzman is not pleased with that, but boy, cutting this defense for Weslaco, we didn't even talk about it. We're talking about the offense and how quickly they score. It starts with the defense. There's a 3-point shot taken and made. Camille Perez ever since she's come in, boy, she has really been on a roll. Keep in mind, Perez is just a freshman, and she's playing at a very high level here to start district play. The ball is going to go out of bounds. Possession over for Weslaco, just lost it. So let's focus a little bit on this lady and Cougar team now. Diamond Molina and Kelly Molina. These are two sisters, but they're twins. Set of twins on this team. See if they play well together. 11 and 10. 11 and 10. Those are your family members. Take that. That's 11 and 21. Those are the sisters. Don't get them confused. Out of bounds. Back for the Cougars. Trying to get back into it are the Lady Cougars. And try to maybe slow things down a little bit, set some things up. But boy, this Panther team is playing the lanes. Bring Eby in there now as well. Young junior. This Lady Panther team. Coming inside, takes a shot, missed. Rebound there for the Cougars. Didn't happen there. They're going to push now. Inside, great pass. Desiree Gonzalez finding just about anybody on the court there, but she was able to find her Panther teammate and quickly get some points on the board here. And that continues 31-3 now here in the second. Ball handler trying to figure out somebody to give it to, and they're going to try to push here. That's going to be their player, Molina. Molina misses it. Lady Panthers still playing some defense. Look at Arredondo back there. That's going to be a foul. As one of the senior captains, Kelly Molina, we talked about her. She's averaging about 9 points a game. Now she's putting the effort trying to do it anyways. We see a substitution here come in. Now you have Daniela Davila, another set of sisters. Her and Emily, number 24 and 25 are sisters. Wants to take that shot. Does. Short. That was Diamond Molina. Another shot, and finally some points go in for Alejandra Zurita. First time we call her name. One of the captains as well on this team. She averages 6 points, so maybe this will get her going. Number 11, Zurita. Played by Perez. Boy, yes, that looked nice. Didn't fall, but coming back for the Panthers, and there's going to be a timeout here. We're gonna keep it here, as it's a brief timeout here. I think they're going to have to. We'll keep it here. We'll just kind of talk about what this Weslaco Panther team has been able to do. Now, we talked to Coach Fino about this and see if this, you forget sometimes that some of these young athletes are just that, young athletes that are teenagers. And you wonder if any of these, early polls and things bother them. And Coach Fino says, absolutely not. Those are just the things that come, and they have to be out there, but we don't let that noise bother us. We focus. We've been able to really become a tight-knit team, especially in the non-district. She credits the strength of this team coming when they were able to build it. The non-district portion of the season seems like too long ago now. This is the second game for district, and so trying to go 2-0 is the key here. Weslaco will pressure, trying to get it back inside, and boy, you have to be able to pass it in correctly because Zurita, they're trying to just throw it in there. You're going to have to quickly move those passes in because, again, the Lady Panthers are playing those lanes, and that's where the turnovers are coming from. Watch this. Inside, wants to take a shot, does, and there you go. Nice shot. Isabella Morin. She needs to get going. She's one of the captains here for this team. Rebound leader on this Cougar team. She provides offense with her defense and rebounding. Lady Cougars put it together, pushing back. Running out of space there is Kelly Molina. Shot taken, missed. Rebound. Anybody's ball here, and it's going to end up in Amari Rico. She's going to pick that up. Back inside. Works in, takes a shot. Oh, just a bit too hard. Leila Lopez taking a shot. That's passed, went way over the Lady Cougar who was out there. Now you're pushing here with Lila Lopez. Back inside, AP takes a shot, nothing there. Rebound Panthers, Finally, Daniela Davila picks it up for the Lady Cougars, trying to put some points on the board. Boy, these have been hard to come by. Passes inside. Molina thought about it, swings it back. Outside shot for three. Not gonna be there. It's gonna be a foul over the back there. It's gonna go over. Weslaco, Jamie Villa was there trying to get the rebound. Lady Panthers, as we talked to Coach Fino about this, and this is something that we brought up as well. Besides the fact that you're a top team in the Valley and trying to put things together at the end of the day, says we've worked hard for this, and now we're a much better team, better prepared this year than we were last year. You know, all positive things are going on. Here come the Lady Cougars. That's going to be blocked by AP, waiting for it. Back inside, it's going to push. It's going to go. Coming back inside, takes a shot just short. There's a rebound. AP gets it, puts it up. Now going to fall. Going, no, it's going to come back the other way. Still on this side. Why not put it up? Trying to work hard for it. Finally, the Lady Cougars pick it up. Here they come. That is Lizette Rodriguez handling. Back inside to Isabella Morin. Now it's still, they're trying to get it inside to Kelly Molina. Takes a shot, nothing there. Rebound. Push. And a foul. So they're gonna, looks like they're actually gonna call a timeout. Why not? Kind of putting things together. A lot of action though, but we mentioned this to you. It's just be happening quite a bit as they kind of wait here. This been running back and forth. Both teams have. Now keep in mind, let's talk about the Lady Cougars and the remainder of the next three. And the next three up for the Lady Cougars. They will take on a La Jolla team this coming Friday. And then the good thing is there are two games that are coming up that are at home. Again, we talked about Friday coming up against La Jolla. Then they play PSJ next Tuesday. Those are two home games for the Cougars. And then they travel to Edinburg against their cross-rival Lady Bobcats. Those are the next three for the Cougars. Rebounded, shot up, missed. Rebound picked up again. Every single rebound, Camille Perez and the rest of these Lady Panthers are just picking up every single one. They're just cleaning up on the offensive side of things, especially on the rebounds. Back to Perez. Perez looking for someone. Going to push it outside, up to Maddie Cuellar. Takes a shot. Perez calls a travel on that one. That looked like a nice three-pointer. It's not going to count, though. Turnover for the Lady Cougars. 2:28, 2:27 left to go. 33-7 here for your Lady Panthers. A lot of these points, again, coming from off the defense, being able to play like that and then get the rebound and then run with it. Watch this. Perez, that's what we're talking about. They're able to take the steals away and then go. And here comes the rebound. And Perez has had a fantastic night here, at least just to start the contest. 35-7 now in favor of your Lady Panthers. There's a foul. Trying to get it inside. Lizette Rodriguez. Actually, she lost it. Thought for a second that there was a foul on the other side, but possession goes back to Weslaco. They will push. Arredondo with the ball. Back inside, they will take it. Looks like Eby is going to put it up. Nice floater. Bryn Eby. That is a nice looking shot. Taking its time coming down, floating. Very artistically done for Eby. Cougars moving the ball around, trying to find something. It'll be a foul here. Be a push on the Panthers. Cougs inbound. They're trying to get here. Isabella Morin started, and then you see trying to pick up some buckets, but just hasn't been able to. That defense has been collapsing as soon as you get the ball, collapses. We'll see at the line here. See if they can pick up some quick points here. Gets the first one. Good play here early. That's maybe what you need to try to do. Try to get some fouls here to try to pick up some points. 37-8 now, and trying to make the second one. And does. A couple of points for Isabela Morin, the senior captain for this Cougar team. Outside, Bia. Take that. That's going to be Desiree Gonzalez with the ball. Rebounded right in the middle. There was Bryn Eby. Bryn Eby is physical. Back to Perez. Back to Arredondo. Arredondo. Shot. Takes it and makes it. Not a lot of points here this evening for Arredondo, but boy, she has been a facilitator. She has been setting up everybody and doing just that. Playing some solid defense, making it tough on these Cougars to pick up any points. There's your foul. They're going to call timeout. 39-9 with 43 seconds here to go. Coach Mara Guzman wants to talk about it. Why not? Good contest here for the Lady Panthers, as they've been able to put up and rack up points, and this is what they wanted to do. Get started, go fast, and finish even faster. Boy, that seems to be the theme here around Pantherland. It's going to be interesting to see some of your high point players here before it's all said and done. We'll figure that out, get you that information before half, or right after the half. We'll do that. For Weslaco, next three up, who are they? Well, they will go to PSJ this Friday. That should be a fun matchup against the Lady Bears. Come back and, yeah, they take on Edinburg. Bobcats back here on Tuesday. And then they travel to Economides against the Lady Jaguars. That's your next three games for your Lady Panthers. So far, if we were to kind of grade the first half here, well, besides the score, 39-9 here, 43 seconds left to go in the second period. Coach wanted to play dominant. I think we've seen that here. Also wanted to, as a goal, progress. I would say much so. A lot of progress and improve. Improve in every single game they feel. Something to learn from each one, including this one here. Other goals, we'll talk about those as the game goes along. She shared with us some other goals that they want to accomplish as a team. Turnover. Weslaco has 29 seconds here to quickly take a shot if they want to. Back inside. They want to look. Maddie takes a shot, puts it up, rebound. That's going to be Morin. Morin will push. 15 seconds. Morin will try to find probably Molina in the corner. Now she moves across the other way. In the middle there, that was double dribble there for Arantanza Sanchez, the young junior. Looked like a promising play that we're going to try to set up here. Just didn't quite go through. 7 seconds left. Weslaco will try to pick up some more points here right before the half. Arredondo. Back to Matt. Arredondo on the opposite side. Oh boy, they wanted to take it. Why not? But no problem. It's been all Lady Panthers. 39-9 is the score at the half. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back. This is a KWES production.
Let's get a big round of applause for Weslaco Panther cheerleaders!
All right, welcome back. After a brief timeout, it is the beginning of the third period here. All Lady Panthers here so far, but we have a feeling that Lady Cougars might put some pressure on here. Takes a three-point shot, not to fall. Rebounded by AP and controlled by the Lady Cougars. Take a look at the top scorers here in just a little bit for both teams. Remember, the score is 39-9 here. So we can tell you early on here that Camille Perez, who had a fantastic half, is one of the leaders for the Lady Panthers with 9 points. Off, and there you go. Quickly done there by Leila Perez, picking up some points. Leila Gonzalez, 9 points as well for the Lady Panthers, and a bunch of other folks with a couple of points. Relaine Garcia, the sophomore guard, 5 points as well for the Lady Panthers. And it's going to fall here for the Lady Cougars, 41-11. A 31-6A matchup. Now, this both teams, keep in mind, as AP is under the basket, will take a shot and make it. AP Garcia, young sophomore, doing a good job here this evening as well. Especially on the defensive side. Boy, she's been able to really get going. And speaking of defense, here come the Panthers again. A turnover, and that's what happens, adding to her total. One of the top leaders for Gonzalez. She will have some more points. Make it 11 points now for Gonzalez. So that's exactly what Coach Efina was talking about. We have players, at least 5, that can average up to 10 points each. And we're very much well on the way to doing that. At least 3 players right now that I can think of that are in that spot. Come the Cougars, moving it around. Going to take a shot from far away. It's not going to fall. Rebound Molina. Molina will put that up. Nothing falls. Trying to go up strong. Nothing happens. It was 39-9 when we ended for halftime. It's 45-11 now. As we were mentioning, Kelly Molina is the leading scorer for the Lady Cougars with 4 points. So Rita has 2 points, and then Isabela Morin. And the other captain has 2 points. Shot is up, and it is good at the line. So they've been successful. They've been hitting their free throws. Haven't been there very much. But the young freshman, Emily Davila, there she is, number 24, hits her first free throw. See if she can hit her second. But sometimes you have to do that. Somebody has to come out. Coach is saying somebody needs to come over. You need only 5. Sometimes you just need, somebody needs to grab your attention sometimes. Free throw miss. Rebound, Panthers. That's going to roll off of Lopez. Possession goes back to Lady Cougars. Molina will inbound. Look for somebody to get something going here for the Lady Cougars. Penetrate. Might take a shot here. Doss puts it up and nothing falls. Rebound. Good one there by the young freshman, Emily Davila, picking up some points quickly. She's got 4 points here on the night. In the middle, focus, layup, good. Good job by Leila Gonzalez. She is your top scorer here so far for the Lady Panthers. Cougars trying to avoid that. Boy, excellent play there by Perez, who's had a fantastic night, both on the offensive side, and boy, you can see her defense is really spectacular here early on or in this third period. 47-14, push, trying to get some more. Bucket, got it. 49-14 now. Lady Panthers really started to really pull away here. You know, in talking to Coach Guzman about this year's squad, Lady Cougars says that we don't have a lot of experience, a lot of varsity experience. Some of my athletes played last year. Possession go back to the Panthers here. Mentioned the fact that, you know, we don't have a lot of that experience. As a matter of fact, she says, I only have 1 returner. So it's going to take us some time to put things together, and it's a work in progress, you mentioned. And so going up against a team, for example, as the Weslaco Panthers, she did mention that. She says, this is a great matchup for us. As we know where they are and who they are. Shot taken, nothing there. So we want to play well against a very good team. They got to push it up here. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Violation. Yeah, back over to Weslaco. Just couldn't get it across. Went off the foot of Isabela Morin and then just kind of stalled the momentum trying to get over the half-court line. Never did. Weslaco gets the possession. Back outside, Perez. Back to Arredondo. Back in the middle. Will try to take a shot. Misses. Nice shot. Open shot for Leila Lopez. Come the Lady Cougars. Morin will push. Back to Molina. Inside, in the middle. We'll take the shot. Going to be short, but the rebound is there. Oh, almost there. Kelly Molina saying, what do I have to do to get that in there? Rebound quickly there. Leila Lopez. Arredondo. Back outside. Easy shot. Maybe. No, maybe too easy. Puts it back up. Little short there for Perez. Bodies hit the floor and some will run. Cougars will penetrate. No, take a shot off the edge. Ooh. Oh boy. Molina takes a shot, just couldn't get there, and there's going to be quickly. Look that they have my substitute here, and they're going to do that. A few players coming in here now for the Lady Cougars. Diamond Molina takes a seat along with some other players. Coming in is Denise Virgen for the Lady Cougars. Along with Lizette Rodriguez, the young junior, will come in as well. Panthers looking to get some more points. 49-14. It's been all Weslaco here in this 31-60 matchup. Now we said earlier that these two teams will play each other again. Nice pass inside. Nicely done. It got started by Jamie Villa there in the middle there. Being able to give the ball in a nice spot. Pick up some points. Turn around. Cougars right in the middle now. Plays it very well. It's going to push. Perez will take it and make it. Why not? You work really hard on the defensive side. Try to make a good play and then take it all the way and pick up some points. She's had a phenomenal night here, Perez has, for the Lady Panthers. A lot of pressure there, as you can see the defense. Lady Cougars trying to set something up there in the middle, trying to set up a screen and just don't go all the way around it. Good play there by the Panthers again. This will now give us another substitution. More players coming in for the Jaguars. You're going to see Genesis Perez come in. You're going to see Aratanza Sanchez come back in as well, the young junior for the Lady Jaguars. Tries to put it up, and that's going to be a foul. Just came in as Genesis Perez took a shot. She's going to go to the line. Minute 58 left to go here in the third period. 53-14. We mentioned how competitive this matchup, this district is. You can have some of the better teams across the valley in this district. Along with Weslaco, you talk about it. Obviously, Edinburg, the Bobcats, Lady Bobcats, one of the better teams. And so, same thing with PSJA, the Lady Bears. These are some of the teams that no doubt will challenge your Weslaco Lady Panthers. Shot up at three. Couldn't get it there for Amari Rico. The senior guard, Redondo. That's going to be a foul. Underneath the basket there. A lot of blue jerseys around Redondo. Comes out. Picking up a foul. Side out for the Panthers. Gets it back to Arredondo. Going to take a shot. Wide open. And makes it. Raylani Garcia continues her hot streak. Young sophomore. Three-pointer. Come across. And there, oh boy, that got really close to going out of bounds. Another turnover for the Cougars. And it is going to be a turnover. Going to push is Garcia. Going to break it back inside. Going to take a shot. No. I thought for a second Maddie was going to take it. Nice shot there by Amari Rico. Lady Panthers continue 58-14, under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Fast moving quarter here for the Lady Panthers, just the way they like it. Playing fast and getting some fast points off of fast breaks just like this one. It's gonna penetrate, gonna go. Garcia has it by herself, will lay it up. Ooh, boy, she's not happy with that, and then she comes back and steals it. Gonna have Weslaco now with a couple of substitutions now. Taking a seat will be Arredondo. Weslaco, as you see, Leila Gonzalez out there as well. Good defense here. Trying to set things up off the edge now. It's going to be a foul. Two-handsy, that's what we'll call it. A foul there for the Lady Panthers. We'll reset here for the Cougars. Inside. Takes a shot, no. Pulls it out. That is Perez. And that's going to go off the Lady Panthers. Aratanza Sanchez is there as well. Substitutions continue to come as you're going to see now. Garcia take a seat. And coming in is Camille Perez. Sanchez puts it in play. Gonna try to take that layup. Ooh, nicely done there by Lizette Rodriguez, the young junior, coming off the bench and doing a good job. Better got some quick points, some energy now for the Lady Cougars. Takes a shot. And that'll end it for your third period. Weslaco leads 58-16. We'll take a brief timeout. We'll be right back with the fourth period. You're watching a KWES production. All right, welcome back to the fourth and final period. Weslaco Lady Panthers in full control here from the get-go, from the first whistle, from the first tip-off. 58-16 is the score here after 3. About to get started with 4. Coach Fino again. Let's go over the goals that they have. By the way, we'll mention nice steal there by the Lady Cougars. They're going to try to put this up, and that's going to be a foul. Nice play by Kelly Molina. She's the leader in steals, and you showed why there, number 10. Then she gets her fellow Cougar getting in here, the Lady Cougar, and she gets fouled as she attempts a shot. First free throw up, and it's no good. So see if the second one will fall for the Lady Cougs, and that one does. Diamond Molina and her sister Kelly. Now here comes Molina trying to put that up, just couldn't get it. We're talking about the twins. That just kind of lingers above the rim there, and there's going to be a foul there. Now it's going to be a tie-up. They're going to get a jump ball on that one. But yeah, those are the sisters. Diamond and Kelly, number 10 and number 21, playing together. Boy, they set each other up. 10 and 21, it's like they know each other, you know. Matter of fact, trying to get it into her sister, that's going to go far. You got to go get that before it crosses over. AP playing some defense on Isabella Morin. Morin trying to put it up, does, and it's going to get fouled. Excellent effort there by Isabella Morin. 58-17 with 7:24 left to go here in the fourth period. These two teams will play each other again. Remember, in district play, you play each team twice. So you play that part of a doubleheader, if you would, but it happens later in the season. As a matter of fact, the Weslaco Lady Panthers will travel to Edinburg North and face these same Cougars at the end of this month, right on the 30th. So not too far away. Matter of fact, 3 games, the 4th game. PSJ, Edinburg High, Economics, and then they play the Edinburg North Cougar team again. So that's kind of a preview of what's happening with your Lady Panthers. Eby saves that one. Arredondo will push. Eby open. Eby will score. No, just rattles out. Just good and get that to fall. Good effort there by number 4, Eby. Nice skills on handling. That's going to be, well, she wanted to go up. That was Diamond Molina. We're talking about her and her sister. That's her sister. Molina's going to take a shot. Kelly does. Short. Lady Panthers trying to pick up some more points here. That's going to be Arredondo. Not too active taking many shots. She hasn't had to. We said this early on. She's been more of a facilitator here this evening. A lot of more points. A lot of other Panthers have done that. And that's exactly what Coach Fino talked about. Not that she can't do it. That's not the key here for Arredondo. The key is you have other players that can also do that, and it gives you the luxury, as Arredondo misses the first one, to not necessarily have to go out there every single night and be the points leader or be the leader overall, but definitely one of the leaders on this Lady Panther team is Andrea Arredondo at the line. Will attempt her second shot, and she will be short on that one as well. Isabella Morin will push. She's done a good job here, number 3. Isabella Morin, therefore, the Lady Cougars, being able to handle the ball. And Molina loses it. So we'll turn around. Nice move. Trying to take that shot off the glass. Nothing there. Rebound, Weslaco. Eby with a rebound. Andrea will run. Arredondo looking for somebody to pass it to. Will she take it herself? And she's going to take a shot. Nicely done. Nothing there. Rebound. That is going to be a nice rebound by Perez, and that's going to be, they're going to jump for it. Try to decide who keeps it. Relani Garcia now comes into the game as Arredondo will take a seat. 58-18 is the score. Weslaco inside. Take a 3. Shot. Takes it. And makes it. That's Desiree Gonzalez, the young junior. Taking a nice shot. I think that's her first 3 here this evening. It is. Morin will continue. Passes it inside to Zurita. Zurita does have 5 points on the night. Out of bounds. We'll go to Weslaco. So we're talking about the goals that Weslaco Lady Panthers have. These are early goals, second game only of the early district season. So, but she was very happy with what they have been able to accomplish, and we'll tell you what they are here in a minute. Here comes Eby trying to pass it inside, and there's Sazov. No, it's going to be protected and picked up by Relaine Garcia. Ray takes it and takes the shot, increases the lead 63-18. With about 5:15 left to go here in the 4th and final period. They're going to take a shot, and it's going to make it, and it's going to fall. Isabella Morin, number 3. Has had a nice night handling the ball. A lot of pressure. You got to give it to her. She's been able to withstand that really tough defense that Weslaco has been throwing at her. And props to her. Good skills handling the ball for the Lady Cougars. She will try to get that and 1. She got a bucket. See if she can finalize the 3-point play here. Does. Good play for Morin. Top scorer, by the way, now is Morin. Might be tied for the lead. Up to Perez. Speaking of points leader, yeah, she is. Perez for the Weslaco Panthers has been. So goal, the first one she mentioned was becoming a district champ. And that's the first one that Coach Fino mentioned because that's at the top of the list. That's their goal, be a district champion. So from there, she says, that's where everything else falls. We're going to back up a little bit, give her some space to throw the ball in. Little too close. Going to throw that in here in a second. Does. That's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Panthers. Sofia Zapata up there now for the Lady Panthers as well. For the Lady Cougars, I'm sorry. Going to try to play inside. Does. They throw it inside, but that's going to go over, and that's going to be off Daniela Davila. Davila trying to set herself underneath the basket. Get herself in the post, just couldn't grab the ball. Back they come are the Panthers, right in the middle. Nice passing. Gonna take the shot off the edge. Just gonna be a little bit short for Rico. Back to Rico. Open shot, take it and make it. Raylani Garcia. That kind of night for her on the offense and on the defensive side. And boy, she's been, those shots have been pretty. Pretty looking shots, especially that three right there. Molina will move. Gets the ball inside. Good penetration. Good shot by Zurita. Alejandra now. Picking up her 6th point of the night. Quickly come the Panthers. Boy, moving back and forth. 70-23 now is your score. Lady Panthers 70. Lady Cougars 23. Putting up a fight here in the 4th and final period. And we're talking about Garcia. And what she's been able to do, that type of defense, she has been on point on both sides. That's going to trigger a timeout here. Why not? They'll take a timeout. We'll keep it here. We'll kind of finalize the last 3 minutes. 72-23. And this is exactly what Coach Fino had thought coming in here she could try to accomplish. So being a district champion is goal number 1. They're going to be 2-0 after the night is done. So they'll be positive. They have a tough matchup against PSJ at PSJ coming up this Friday. All right. Then she wanted to mention about that play dominant. Want to play dominant. We'll check that one off as a goal tonight. Tonight, show some progress. Don't show me what we were before. What does that mean? She wanted to play fast. Fast defense, fast on offense. Done. Improve. What does that mean? She says, look, I know what I have with some of our players. For example, she mentioned Arredondo and Gonzalez and some of the other ones you have here. But I want to see Camille, Maddie, Rico, some of the other players, and boy, did we see them tonight. It stays true to what she mentioned. It's hard to pick a top leader in scoring for this Lady Panther team as we head back to it. Because they have, as mentioned, 5-6 players, and that's what you have as an average, 10 players. 5 players with 10 points or more. And that's what you have. That's the balance that makes this team so dangerous going into the continuous part of this district play. See that there? This defense is just stifling. It doesn't give you much time to do anything, and they're so quick, and they go. See that? Moving. You have somebody on the outside if you want, or do you want to take it yourself? Want to take it yourself? Why not? Raylina Garcia. She gets the gold star tonight. We're going to find the gold star, dig it up, and put it up there. A fantastic play here. Clock is running. 74-23 now. Lady Panthers. That is going to be out of bounds. Yes. Lizette Rodriguez lost it. Lady Panthers will take it. So they will go to 2-0. In the meantime, the Lady Edinburg North Cougars will go 0-2. So they got some work to do, and this is their goals. They had their goal set. They got to get better at things. And tonight it was going to be a tough matchup. Coach Guzman mentioned that. That's the shot. Missed. Nothing there. Rebound Weslaco. Weslaco's getting every single rebound. That's the way the game has gone. That's why the disparity of the difference in the points here as the clock continues to run. Out of bounds, Weslaco will maintain. So they got some work to do here, the Cougars, but don't be surprised. This is a resilient bunch. Put up a fight all the way to the end here, and they almost lost the ball. They did. That's over the line, over the back there for the Panthers. Turnover now for the Cougars here. One of the things that Coach Guzman wanted to see is also some good play from some of her younger players, and I think she's happy to see Lizette Rodriguez ball handler there, number 2, young junior. Wanted to see also a little bit of, as we saw at Atanza Sanchez, number 20 there. So they've got some good, valuable experience against a very good team. The young player there as well, number 25, she was able to get going here, Daniela Davila. So some good things coming up. Grace Jackson now, number 32 in there as well for the Cougars. So you're getting to see some of the younger players get some playing time here. It's always good to see. Lose it, no, able to recover. Want to take a shot, dribbles out. Dribbles behind the back, runs into her own teammate, and then passes it into Jackson. Jackson will try to come inside, and there's a travel in the middle there. That defense, and we continue talking about it, makes it really tough on you to get things going. All right. Minute 35 left to go here in the game. 74-23. Weslaco just trying to run out the clock here. If it presents itself, why not? Trying to get it back across the other side. Going to take a shot. Loads up and nothing there, but a great shot by Maddie Cuellar. Put it up again. Young sophomore. Add to her totals tonight. Sure, why not? If you have an opportunity to do it, you want to do it, there's going to be a timeout here. This coach will ask for a timeout. So probably be the final one here, I'm thinking, that she's going to take. We'll keep it here. 1:19 left to go here. 30-second timeout for the Lady Panthers. So what you think? This is your first time watching your Lady Panthers. This is the first broadcast that we have here for the basketball season. To get started, KWES first game of the basketball season, we'll call it. We're looking forward to bringing some more action. Obviously, the Weslaco High Panthers as well. They were in action, by the way, this game. It's happening, right? They played Mac High just before this one, and boy, it was a nice one. But Mac High, probably one of the better, if not the best team in the Valley. Defeated the Weslaco High Panthers boys action a little earlier. Mac High is going to continue. Weslaco as well. Don't get me wrong. Those Weslaco Panther boys are looking pretty good. How about the East? We'll talk about them in a second here. We'll try to get them in here as well to try to give us some of their play in their district campaign. They're in already, the middle of it almost, it seems like, in that district where Weslaco East is at. Jackson will steal. Jackson will go looking for her first 2 points. Oh, close. Got everything. She's playing some defense as well. Good play there. 74-23. Jackson couldn't get it. Sometimes you just get too excited, you know, and just kind of miss it there. But good effort there by Jackson. It's a back inside. Outside via. Outside to Garcia. Roll it over. Kind of play keep away now as Garcia will turn it around. You don't want to take a shot, I don't think, at this point. They just kind of want to run the clock here and kind of do what you do in practice, you know, just kind of practice passing the ball as much as possible in the middle. Back to Jamie. And you see what they're doing now. When I was going to take a shot, that's going to be short rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. Yep, jump. 18 seconds left to go. 74-23. All right. Here it comes. The last final seconds of this game. Look around. Who wants to take the last shot? Is it going to be Pettis? No. Is it going to be Jackson? Jackson's going to put it up. Going to take it up again. Is it going to count? No. Oh, boy. Just got it right before the clock ended. What a game. Lady Weslaco Panthers dominant tonight. They go to 2-0, beating the Lady Cougars 74-23. We'll continue with more action as the district campaign continues for your Lady Panthers. They were victorious tonight. So on behalf of Vinny Berry, my good friend Adrian De Leon, I am Fred Alfaro. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Big win for the Lady Panthers. We will see you again very soon. But until then, until we see you again, go, fight, win. Have a good evening.